too. What's up, man? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're overcoming your obstacles, bro. I hope you're overcoming your obstacles. I hope you're winning, or at least you're on track to winning, because one setback does not cause a major downturn. And this is something that I've been through before, and I can say from experience that when setbacks happen, don't lose it. Don't go all out, balls to the walls, trying to get that shit back, because this industry, man, it's made for that. It's made to separate the weak from the strong. If you're weak, you're gonna be going after that, man. After one setback, if you can't take a loss, you're gonna drag your balls to the wall and just find a way to get out of that. Even though that's exactly how these markets are made and how these markets are made to operate, is once you take a loss, it's gonna make you feel like you can take that shit back or you can get that back. But you're supposed to stick to your plan, stick to your executions, and just, that's it. Don't look left, don't look right, just stick to what works. And don't revenge trade. But I became a victim of that on Sunday market open. Today is currently it's currently 12:57. I got work in an hour, but I just want to break down what went through my mentals. My live account is currently down $253. Like, just seeing that number, it's $1,000 account, but seeing that number and sitting with that is, it's like, nigga, that's 2.5% of the 20% of that count. That's goddamn 25% of the account wiped. Not wiped as in like wiped, but wiped because of chasing. And I just became, and I fell victim to that, because your boy thought he was gonna catch the market open volume on a Sunday. To be honest, looking back, price did exactly that. Like, price did exactly that. We did have the extension, but the place that I took the trades were, they were in the correct place, but I just over leveraged, first of all, and I just thought I had it in control. And when you think you have the market in control is when that shit just blows up and it takes you down. But I want to show you my mistakes and where I went wrong and how I could have improved if I had the opportunity again. So without wasting too much time, let's get into it. So yeah, man. So this is I managed. Clap, clap, clap. Move. So yeah, so this is basically all my journal after taking that trade, and I have both of them. So let's go to price action in here and look at exactly what happened. So I was taking this trade on the shorter time frame, so the 5-minute is where I was mostly executing from. And the reason I took this trade was that we had the market open, gap up, price came and filled that. He came and filled that gap, and so I formed my theory that we're gonna be buying this market, and I was expecting that 7 p.m. volume to kick in and carry this shit all the way out, but your boy got trapped. I got trapped, and I did exactly what the market wanted me to do. You get trapped from your buys, market shows you that it's gonna sell, and you get effed with the sells. I didn't get effed as much with the sells on my funded account, but my live account is exactly where that problem happened. And this is something that you have to go through, and this is something that you need to learn from an early, like, I don't know, I keep telling myself that, but I just have to get through it, man. Like, this shit is killing my accounts. Like, I can't keep doing the same mistakes. So that's why I'm literally sitting down right now, recording this video, analyzing, and I'm gonna post it. So that I can hold myself even more accountable with my work, because it's crazy, man. And I feel like once I post it and that shit is out there, I'm at least gonna be accountable. You know, I'm gonna hold myself even more accountable. And next time I'm opening a trade, I'll look into it and see exactly how that shit's operating. But without wasting too much time, man. So we had the market gap. Price came back, retraced, and basically tested that gap. After we had the high, the lower high, and price basically ran up to close above the pre. So I had my eyes at 627, and once I saw that price close above 627, we had this huge volume kick in, and that was 7 p.m. That was 7 p.m. my time, which would be 8 p.m. And 8 p.m. volume is basically where gold extends. Like, the Asians love to buy that shit, man. I'm sorry, but Asian session with gold, 7 p.m. my time, there's a lot of volume that kicks into the market, and that's when we get that rally. But in my thoughts, that's exactly what I wrote down. So the reason I took these trades was that I wanted to catch the 7 p.m. volume buys on gold. I entered the trade after price had broken its recent high and was expecting volume to follow after that break of structure at 7 p.m. As we can see, 7 candle open. We closed above this. We had this break of structure from the previous high, from the market gap up. And I was like, okay, we're going to be looking for buys on this. And price did exactly that. We broke out. And then when 705 came in, we had that crazy push, which broke the previous high that we had. And that's when I started executing my buy sells on it. I mean, my buys on it. So the first trade that I opened was 37, so 4637, and I had my stops. Literally, I had my stops under these stops, like right here, under these lows. And what did price do? Not what price did, but pretty valid, you would say. Even on the 15, you've got your lows. Literally, it was below this candle right here. So I had my stops right below this candle and entered buys at 37, which was the tip. Looking at it right now, it was literally the tip of that whole thing. And so that's when I executed my first buys, waiting for this to go on. And same with the funded account. I entered my first buys with a 0.1. Enter that shit at 621. And so we're gonna get to that revenge trading part later, but after executing those buys, I basically got molest. Yeah, price on the 5-minute, we had a huge bearish candle that closed, that huge engulfing bearish candle that closed under that whole thing. And if your boy was smart enough, I would have closed out of it immediately, right then and there. I should have closed that position and looked for sells. After this huge engulfing bearish candle, I should have closed the position and looked for the opposite. But this was enough conviction that price was going to keep going, that we had the price, that we had the break of structure, and I was expecting that 7 p.m. volume to just keep taking this higher and higher. Did he close that higher and higher? But if you go to the journal, that was something that I wanted. But that was something that I wanted, not what the market will move. Okay, where were we? So, my bad about that. My bad, bro. But so yeah, I was up in profits the first couple minutes into the trade because I caught the break of structure, and I just immediately bought that. Boom. And within it, looking at the smaller time frame, I saw that price was rejecting and going lower, but I just had so much conviction that I was so sure that this trade was gonna rally up, especially with that 7 p.m. And I guess not, and that does happen. But if you can see here, see if I can zoom it in. But on the funded, I entered at 36, like right there, and price, we had that little movement. I was up like 300, 200. Should have closed it and took whatever I saw and wait for price to basically do its thing without just holding it out. And on the second, okay, let me not jump. On the funded, I opened the first position at 437, which I had so much conviction on the buys. So the mistake that I made was that I added positions to the trade as it was going lower without any without any confirmation of the reversal. Without any confirmation of the reversal. And I had to close all the trade. And if you can see, my exit from these trades were, so from the first one it was 604, 606, and 608. But I added the position at 620 from opening the first initial position at 37. And so I was in drawdown, and I just added even more positions. So let's drop down to the minute time frame. I swear to God, I told myself I was never going to go lower than the 5-15 minute. But here I am, still breaking my rules. But if you can see from 20, we had this. Yo, so we got this is the third time I'm recording the same clip. But last time where I stopped at was before I got interrupted. Chill. Everything, can you please go smooth? Oh my God. But on the minute, even though I told myself that I was not gonna go anywhere below, that's one of my flaws that I have to focus on. Do not go anything less than the minute chart. Do not go anything less than the 15-minute chart. Please, bro, please fix it. My God. But on the minute, we had this weak ass support, this weak ass resistance / support, and I ended up, after we came to 17 and price closed above that, I executed another buy, a smaller time frame buy, to hopefully get me out of the drawdown, to catch up to it. And then we just opened 24 with a crazy ass volume that just boom. And then I closed both positions like around here. I didn't want the account to basically blow through the daily drawdown limit, so I ended up closing all the positions. But if I had executed with less, but if I had executed with, I can't even think right now. Hold on. But if I had what the fuck? But if I had only executed with less margin, this trade would have played out perfectly on the funded, and we would have had price basically retrace, make that lower high, and catch us up with it. And if I had only stayed on the 15-minute, we would not have seen all that. All we would have seen was price broke above structure, retested, failed to close below the structure and below the low, and execute, continue holding the buys, which did happen. And that's just my mistakes from my funded account. And for the live account, I just went haywire, man. I went haywire after I was down $74 on it. I started executing sells from 602. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking from. So I was supposed to buy after closing it, like look for more buys instead of switching my mentals and focusing on sells. So it was my fault, and I take full accountability, and I want to improve from it. So when you're looking for buys, only look for buys. Don't look for sells. Simple. Especially after seeing that price supported itself and failed to close below the recent low. So I hope you learned from this, man. Even though this video is going to be like 2 different parts or 3 different parts, just take it however you want to take it. And for me, this is a learning moment, and it's a moment of improving. And Simple. See ya.